there, it's Beth from scrappingwonders.com, and I'm so excited to be a part of this team up with Spiegelmom Scraps and Accent Scrapbooking. I really enjoyed using the sketch from Laura Whitaker that you saw there in the very beginning. And even though this is a baby boy layout, I thought that the accents of purple and the doily, because it was a baby layout, worked really well. So just really quickly, the sketch called for some tags up at the top, and I have these tags from the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop, and I love them. They're really thick, good quality tags, so they're perfect for adding mixed media on them. And what I did was I just used some of this Jane Davenport paint. It's really matte, and I like that about this acrylic paint. And a sponge to dab through the stencil. The stencil actually came with the paint kit, and I just wanted the tags to be prettier. You know, I didn't want them to just be plain white. So all I did was literally dab the paint through with the sponge, and I really love the texture that the paint and the sponge gives onto the tags, because it's not just it's not flat, you know, it's got some texture to it, the paint from being dabbed on with the sponge. And then, true to form with the sketch, these two little pieces at the top of the bottom, all of the paper that I used is from my January kit that I put together earlier this month for scrapbooking layouts of the baby. So this piece of paper that you see at the top and the bottom are the last two pieces in this kit, and I'm really happy about that. I then grabbed this huge doily from the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop, and I love these doilies. They're so perfect. They're like the perfect accent, and even though they're large, they're like the perfect size, especially for something like this. My photo, I really wanted it to be a 4x4 photo, so I was able to trim that down to be exactly 4x4. And then this piece of paper that you see me here distressing with my scissors, because I cannot find my tool anywhere. I know it's somewhere in my scrap room, but I have no idea where. I fought with this paper. It's thinner cardstock, and with my scissors I had a really hard time not actually ripping the paper. Excuse me, quick yawn for you all because it is late and I'm tired. But you're gonna see in a bit that after all my fiddling and everything, I end up trimming it down, because then the paper was too large, and I wanted the glassine bag that's also in the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop. I wanted that glassine bag to show through. That was part of my texture bit there. So I trimmed that down and then ended up redistressing that whole edge. And I kind of just left that part of the video in for you so that you could see that with these things, that sometimes you fiddle with them. It's just, that's the nature of the beast, right? So I really wanted this paper distressed, but then it was too large. Then I had issues, then I wanted it more distressed. In the end, I'm really happy with the way the paper came out. And you can see my photo, the bed sheets are quite purple. So though that color purple of the bed sheets pretty much helped gear the rest of my layout. And then of course I had this gorgeous flare button from Accent Scrapbooking that I believe it says everyday moments or happy moments, or let me double check. It says beautiful moments. So that flare says beautiful moments, and it's purple, and I thought that was perfect. So between my flare being purple and the sheets being purple, and then me adding the purple, I was actually really quite proud of myself, because I don't generally scrapbook with that color. Now you can see I trimmed off the tags because I didn't need to waste the whole tag behind the photo there. And then I fiddled with getting the placement of the tags down right. But once I got that down, I was quite happy with it. And you can see I'm pretty decisive. Once I decide where I think something's going to look good or it is going to look good, I just stick it down and I keep it moving. And that's what enables me to scrap pretty quickly, is that I see it, I say, okay, that's going to work, and I move on with it. I really wanted to put this flare button on, but it had green in it, and the green was just totally throwing me off. So unfortunately, that flare button at the top didn't make it into the layout. But looking at it now, I really wish it had, because I like the look of the flare button there. Excuse me again. As you can see, I am very, very tired. Okay, so then I was like, well, I want to add more of this piece of heart paper from my cut and paste 6x6 paper pad, but it was not working for me in any way, shape, or form, and it ended up going bye-bye in the trash. I cut 2 different types of banners out, this little arrow thing. I felt like it looked awful. It wasn't doing it for me. And the whole goal of the paper was to get my acrylic title little things. I wanted that to stand out more, because it was definitely not standing out enough for me. So then I go through the rest of the little things Ali Edwards kit, because the Ali Edwards kit is one of the things that I added into my January kit to use, and to get use out of these kits, because I'm not using them. They were just piling up. And these little circles are, I think they feel like they're on watercolor paper. I'm not sure, but they are a really, really good quality cardstock, watercolor, whatever they are. I was really, really happy with the way my circle turned out. And I did contemplate for a long time leaving it plain white, but it wasn't popping enough for me. So you're going to see that I actually end up bringing in, yet again, more purple. But before that, I have this scrap on my desk. It's in the January kit that I created. And at first I wanted it to go all the way across, but then I felt like it really clashed going all the way across with the, oh my god, I am so sorry, you guys. I have no idea what's wrong with me. It clashed with going all the way across. So I snipped it, I trimmed it. I have no idea what size I trimmed it, but it did give me what I wanted, which was that little acrylic little things to pop up off more of the page. So that worked out really well. Now here's my little bucket of spray inks. I don't have, tons of spray inks, but I am happy with my collection. Of course, I need more, because we all need more spray inks, don't we? I love my spray inks. I originally tried a shimmer spray ink called Plum Tuckered Out, but it was way too dark. That was not the color I was going for at all. And then I remembered I had a dilution spray, and this dilution spray is gorgeous, because it's like this purple, but you can see it turns into like this pink purple. I don't know. It made me happy. It did what I wanted. It made that circle stand out. The circle really worked well with standing up to the ink and me dabbing it into the ink so much before even drying it. So I was really, really happy with the way that came out. And it didn't even warp when I dried it. Like, it stayed a perfect circle. I was shocked. Anyways, Ali Edwards, you rock, because that paper and that circle made me very, very happy. So you can see the circle says love this, and the little pieces of my tag that I trimmed off go down into the bottom of my sketch here, and I just glue everything pretty much together after that. That's really it for this layout. There were some word stickers with the little things kit, and this really pretty, I guess you could say it's teal or aqua. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it worked. It really worked. The little word stickers worked well. I adhered my acrylic word with my Scotch glue that's in this fine liner bottle of mine, and it's almost empty. I need to go buy more glue. I'm just being super lazy about it, but I will make it happen. And you can see here, I do hold it down for a bit because it's on top of the doily, the glassine bag, all of that. So I held it down for a minute and then excused my head because I didn't want to actually lift the pieces of tag that I put there up because they were exactly where I wanted them. And then the accent scrapbooking flare button, and I'm so proud of myself. I've got the Missy Wooden thread circle for my flare buttons down. I wouldn't say pat, but I got it down. Anyways, be sure to check out everybody else's videos. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. The team up with Spiegelmom Scraps and Accent Scrapbooking. Be sure to check everybody else out for prizes and giveaways in the Facebook group. Thanks for watching. Bye.